welcome to Beverages with Brad.
Thank you very much for having me.
What got you into stand-up comedy?
I'd gotten to a point where I felt like I had done everything else that I wanted to try, and there was a point where I had to have knee surgery, so I was laid up for a while. And in that time, I got incredibly bored. So I just started putting thoughts and stuff down on paper. The more I started writing, the more I kind of started developing this like comedic-esque, or what I thought at the time was like comedic-esque, like a stand-up comedy performance. And then one night I was hanging out with a bunch of friends, and I was like, so guys, I'm thinking of doing stand-up. And all of them were like, what, comedy? Like, yeah.
Like, no, just thinking about like
getting up right now.
Like, stretch my legs a little bit.
What was weird is it was win-win, because half of my friends were like, dude, we'd totally come watch you do that. That'd be awesome. You'd be great at it. And the other half were like, I'll come and see that because if you bomb, that's going to be awesome.
Now, I'm curious, when you said you had tried a lot of other stuff, can you elaborate on that?
Well, growing up, I played in bands. Actually, my former lead singer, still a very good friend, Johnny Gates, he's on The Voice right now, NBC.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, he's living the dream right now. But, yeah, we played in bands, like, all through growing up. So, but I was the party animal of the bunch. I was the one that went down like the wrong road.
You were smashing TVs in hotel rooms.
I did not know my limit back then. Like now I know, like I can sit here, I can have a drink, and I can like enjoy myself. But there was a time where I went way too far over the edge, and there wasn't anything that I wouldn't do. As long as it didn't come out of a needle, I was pretty much fair game. It's just no way to live your life. And then this was around the time where like those reality tattoo shows were a big deal, and my former stepfather had this like idea of like, if I bought you a tattoo setup, would you want to learn how to tattoo?
Wow.
But I kind of looked at it like, whatever, that's a job. I can quit my job and just do tattoos. That's
yeah,
great.
They pay for that.
But I was still a mess. I had some good ones. I'm not gonna act like they weren't. Like I definitely had some good ones. I have pictures of them for proof. But I did a lot of bad ones. And then I decided to tackle another dream that I'd always wanted to do, which was competitive martial arts. All different types of art.
Yeah.
But so for me, I got heavy into judo. I did competitive judo for about 3 years. So in that time, I did three tournaments in strictly judo. So I did my first tournament, got my ass kicked, came back for my second, I got bronze, and then in my third one, I got a gold medal.
Nice.
So when that happened, I thought about taking it to that next level, which was stepping into the cage. And what was getting ready to, start training for the fight, I thrashed my knee. And so now we're caught up to the knee surgery.
Now we're caught up. Those skills are great skills to develop, and a lot of it translates, or, I feel like can help you in stand-up. I've always thought that martial arts is a lot like stand-up comedy.
Maybe all that ass-kicking I took on the mat was like just preparation for the ass-kickings I take on stage. But yeah, man, you get your ass kicked in this business for the first few years.
Yeah.
I think that's why you see so many people come and go. But what's crazy is that like doing comedy actually got me like really like, is even when I was doing the martial arts, I was still party like a son of a bitch. But once I got into comedy, it almost sobered me up.
It's therapeutic.
Yeah, it got like that demon out of me. Like it was like so much of an outlet to where I don't need to drink like a lush anymore. I can actually have just like 1 or 2 drinks and enjoy myself. But for me, it always started as like a defense mechanism. Like comedy was a way to me to like break the ice with people in awkward situations.
Oh, I see.
If I could get a laugh, I could feel like okay, it's a little bit like I have terrible social anxiety. Like that was also a big reason as to why I would party so hard, is because unless I was up, I felt like I couldn't be social.
I see.
I didn't know how to open up. What's crazy is that my best moment actually didn't even happen on stage, and that was getting that little appearance that I got in Ghostbusters. I came back from that just like a completely different, like I looked at comedy as totally different. Now it wasn't even so much just something that, it was just like, I do stand-up comedy. It was like, no, I really want this now, if that's what it can lead to.
Because it can lead to so much, and
it opens so many doors. So it was just a simple background gig. But we're doing this scene where it was just everybody just running in different directions, where it was like a scatter. I look over at the guys that I'm with, and I was like, hey, I'm going to run out to what looks like the middle of the chaos and just like take a selfie, and then I'm going to keep running. So they yell action, I do it, run to the center of the boulevard, I take the selfie, and then just keep running like nothing had happened. They yell cut, I turn around, and this dude with the camera is just making a beeline at me. He's like, did you just take a selfie? He goes, all right, can you do me a favor? Can you just look in the camera and tell me why you would take a selfie? And I just went, well, there's always going to be an asshole that takes a selfie.
Yeah, good point.
And they walk me right down to set, and I go and I meet Paul Feig, I meet the entire cast, Leslie Jones and everybody, and they decided they wanted to actually use it. Like, there's a moment where like Leslie Jones has this gigantic ghost on her shoulder, and I'm the asshole that jumps in front of her and takes a selfie.
So I'm assuming you're going to continue to pursue acting along with stand-up.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's been a fun ride. It's far from over.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you doing the show, Derek.
Thank you for having me.